Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you? This is our first live webinar and February 1st. How wonderful is that? So today I'm going to do the webinar with Bianca, who is behind the scene, and she is going to explain, like the things you need to know when you actually start jumping into the program, okay? And many of you already, not all of you, but many of you already received the lifestyle module, which I hope you had a chance to just look at it. And don't get overwhelmed, because I'm going to cover that quickly today, and I'm going to take questions. But Bianca is here, who is behind the scenes, and she does all kinds of things. Like, we call her Queen Bee. So here's Bianca.
Hi everyone, for the first time ever in front of the scenes. This feels weird, definitely. I'm not used to the camera showing up. But welcome to the teacher certification course, everyone. I hope I know you will enjoy the journey with us. And if you have any questions, I just wanted to let you know that we have an amazing support team in the background. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate. We also have a chat box. So if you have any questions, I see Anne says, hi Bianca, hi. Good evening from Germany, hi. I see everyone. Doris from Switzerland, hi. Wow, okay, so many messages.
Yeah.
Cindy, Margie, Melissa, Alina, Carolina. Hello, love you. Oh, Eve, Fumiko, these are all for you. Heike, Caroline, Elena. Oh, wow, we have a lot of people on. Oh, hi, everyone. And welcome to your very first teacher certification course workshop. Fumiko, should we begin the slides?
Yeah, okay, let's start. So before we start, I just want to make sure you can hear and see us. If you have any technical issues, you can write to us. Like Bianca said, we have amazing technical team and customer support. And during the webinar, if there's something, just write to us and somebody's going to take care of you. Okay, so don't get panicked. And this is going to be recording. You have to leave. You can do it. And we try to make it about an hour or so, right, Bianca? Yeah. Okay. So with that, I want to mention also, people graduate are probably watching here, and we welcome graduate but new TCC students, and we're going to have fun. Let's get started. Okay. Good turn, Bianca. Yep.
There you go. So welcome to the teacher certification course. We want to thank you, most of all, for believing in us and deciding to take this journey with us. You are going to have such a good time. The entire Facebook group is comprised out of the 2 classes, actually. So it's not only the class that has just graduated, but the class before that as well. So there's such a wealth of knowledge in that Facebook group. So if you haven't joined, Fumiko, you need to let them know they need to join the Facebook group. And if you're hesitant in terms of privacy, I can only say that the Facebook group is 1000% private. Nothing, pictures, posts, nothing is shared to the outside. So Facebook group is entirely private. It is such an easy way to communicate with your peers, your classmates, like-minded people, and just share ideas. Plus, Fumiko does a lot of Facebook Lives. In addition to the workshops. So Fumiko will just randomly pop in, do a Facebook Live, say hi to everyone, answer questions. So yeah, okay.
Okay. And I want to add a little bit, Bianca. So like Bianca said that it's not mandatory, but I highly recommend. And even you don't want to do any social media, just join the Facebook for this TCC, because you'll be amazed how many amazing students you meet through Facebook, okay? And not just the TCC information or issues. Sometimes we share the personal up and downs, and when we get sick or we have a surge, we just share so many. I mean, we feel like you know the person and you can visit the person. I mean, there's so many graduates, they met, outside of TCC, and they just became wonderful friends. So I highly recommend just open your account. I'm not going to push you, but so worth it. Okay. And that's what I heard from graduate. That was more worth it than anything else. That communication and network and also support and love and also, like-minded people. How great is that? You are be with like-minded people and you feel like you're part of a big family. Okay? All right.
Lifestyle module.
All right. So today I want to go over this lifestyle module and don't get panicked. Okay. So the reason I gave you this one, access the first before we even jump into the actual TCC program is this lifestyle module was part of the bonus. So the first TCC and the second TCC, which was last year, they got this at the end as a gift or a bonus. But many graduates told me that this was such a really great information and they wish that they could see it earlier. So for this TCC course, I decided to give you this one before you start actual study. Okay. So like I said, don't get panicked. Don't feel like you have to memorize or anything. This is just a gift. And I really want you to feel that the face yoga method, it's not just exercising the face, but it's a lifestyle, and lifestyle change the way you see yourself, the way you feel about it, and the way you carry yourself, and including diet and all the little things. Okay. So I want to just go over quickly each section. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. But like I said, don't think that's something you have to memorize everything. All right. So when you go to the module, a bonus section, the lifestyle comes. Okay. Bianca is showing me. And then there's 4 parts. And a graduate, I updated. So you're going to love this because of your feedback. We decided to add more. And let's start with nutrition for younger looking skin. And the hot water, okay? I can't stress enough how important it is to have hot water. And you can watch the video and you can go through everything about it, but I just want to add something, okay? First of all, there's so many different theories and the schools of belief, like, oh, cold water is better because it really burns more, calorie. Oh, no, the body temperature water is better because body can drink easily. Or drink 3 liters a day or 2 liters a day. Okay, there's so many different theories. So I'm not gonna force you anything. You choose what you feel the best, but I'm gonna share what I've been doing and what many of the face yoga method practitioners been doing, and they really got the result. So hot water. Okay, the first part, why hot water? Read that, watch the video. But I want to add a little bit more because this is a question I get a lot. So why hot water? It just flushes toxins and give you energy and you really get a benefit. And when you feel that your body is so clean inside, it shows on your skin. Skin is the biggest organ of the body, okay? And when I look at the person, I can pretty much tell what kind of lifestyle he or she has. The skin tone and all the things just show on the skin. But when you drink water, hot water is the best. That's my opinion. And lemon, that's a question I get a lot. Can I add a lemon? I add lemon in the morning, sometimes during the morning time, but I don't recommend at night before you go to bed. Here's the reason. It's too harsh on your teeth, enamel, okay? So if you drink hot water at night, I don't add lemon because it kind of damages the teeth and the surface of the teeth. So that's my theory, and I talked to a dentist and he agreed that too. Another thing is, I know many people like to add hot water, including my friends, because we are such a hot water drinkers, even go to restaurant. And restaurant, many times they offer lemon. And if it's not organic, I don't recommend, because lemon has lots of pesticide and all the chemical on the surface. So when you added that not organic lemon to hot water, you're kind of drinking that, whatever surface on the lemon. So I don't recommend that. So I just go straight to hot water. Okay, that's my theory. And another thing is when you have a webinar or when you study face yoga method TCC, I recommend bring 2 cups of hot water. That's what I have. One is for, you can see it. This one keeps the temperature a little longer. So I have these 2 and I keep sipping this hot water. That's really a good way to hydrate yourself. Okay. And where you can see if you have enough water in your body, check your lips. If you see vertical lines, if you've been following me, you know this. If you see vertical lines on your lip, that means your body needs more water. Okay, this is really the perfect indicator. Lips, that's it. And I look at my daughter and I said, oh, you gotta have more water. I taught her, touch your lips. And then if dry, drink more water. Okay, that is very simple. It's not just external lip balm you gotta keep adding. It's important, but drinking hot water is more important than that. Okay, and when you wake up in the morning, check your lips. And if your lips are very dry, that means you didn't drink enough water the day before, right? That's one thing you can do. And if you didn't have enough water, don't get panicked. You can drink more water at night, for example. I do yoga and I meditate at night, and I add water. More water at night. My husband always gets surprised how much water I can drink before I go to bed, but I can drink it. Okay? And then another thing about hot water is between 3 and 6 p.m. when you feel like you're tired, and that's the time people want to have some snack, sweets, candy, chocolate. There's one thing I introduce here, lemon and honey. It's perfect, some food you can have, and drink water. And 3 and 6 o'clock is considered in Eastern medicine, it's a kidney time. So that means the kidney is getting so tired. Like, oh, I need a little bit break. That's why I crave some sweets and some food. Instead of going to coffee or some kind of sweetening, drink hot water. It gives you energy. Or have the healthy treat. That also curbs cravings too. Lemon, you can watch the video, okay? And another thing is, this is really, really, really something important. I want to talk about it. I get lots of questions from people like, can I drink tea, herbal tea, or green tea instead of water so that I can get lots of water in my system? No. Caffeine is good. It wakes you up and gives you energy. But if you have a caffeine in your body, what body does is trying to get rid of caffeine from the body. That means use lots of water. And when you drink lots of caffeine, you want to go pee, and you gotta drink water in order to replace whatever your body lost. Okay, so you can drink coffee, you can drink green tea, whatever, but you gotta drink water. Caffeine or caffeinated drinks cannot say it's water. It is a liquid, but it's not enough for skin. Did that make sense? Okay, and herbal tea, there's lots of herbal tea market, good for your body. I love teas. I love herbal teas a lot. But for me, and I talked to my friend, she is acupuncturist, and also she's an Eastern medicine practitioner. And she agreed that anything has in it in water, it's extra work for kidney, okay? And kidney is such a they are hard-working organs, lower back, and when they work so hard without complaining, you want to give a little bit break. They need a break too. Hot water is a way so that they don't need to flush toxins out, or they don't need to do anything. It's like, oh, thank you. This is a break time. Okay, did that make sense? So for those who kind of get tired between 4 and 6 o'clock, I highly recommend adding more hot water in your lifestyle, right? So another thing is food. Okay, the food, I put the ginger tea and all the recipes and what kind of food I recommend. Of course, I want to update more. It's pretty simple, straightforward information here. But water, I've seen people drink gigantic water with a meal. I do not recommend that. Here's the reason. One, if you drink a lot of water before a meal, it dilutes your digestive enzymes. So that means your body has to work extra hard to digest whatever you put in your body, the food. So it's not really easy for a body, okay? So I drink hot water when I go to a restaurant. When the waitress or waiter comes, I said, oh, can I have a hot water? So I get a cup of hot water, and before I order, I just start sipping. And about 20 minutes, I eat food. That's what happens. And then after a meal, I ask more hot water. Okay, and that's how I eat in restaurant, and I have no diet restrictions or no preference. I eat lots of vegetable, but I don't say, you have to be vegan, vegetarian, or some kind of, school you have to believe. No, You can eat whatever you want. That's my idea. Avoid, of course, certain bad food. You already know that. And then drink water, and that will change your skin dramatically. Okay? All right. So that's the first one I want to talk about. And Bianca is showing all the videos and everything, so you can watch it later. And like I said, you don't need to take everything in. It's a lot of information. So lifestyle advice for less wrinkles. The second one. Okay. So introducing tapping and scalp massage and acupressure push. It's all about organs, entire organ, which is the skin from head to toe. We are covered with biggest organ in the body, which is the skin. So you want to kind of start stimulating entire body, starting from here and tapping. And these are great. And these are really good ones to introduce to your students, but also yourself. Try it first. So don't worry too much about it. I don't expect you memorize it. I just want to share it so that you can experience. Okay? All right. And the smile ring experiment, this is pretty self-explanatory. It has all the information there. Why it's so important. Okay? You can watch the video. And this is one thing. People have a lot of difficulties. Okay? Why you get a pouch here, why I get nasolabial lines here, why I see lines this side. You have to experiment. You have to use your face and understand what's going on. And I'm going to go into later when we start actual pose section. So don't worry about it, but just watch it and see like, oh, that's interesting. That's all I want right now. Okay. And I talked about how the smile or how the facial expression affect the body, the mind, brain. It's so interesting because there's already research done by scientists. So you read it and you kind of understand. And like I said, you don't need to completely be able to explain to me. No, I don't expect that. Read it and digest. And we explain more when we go into the pause section. Okay? All right. So next one, can you go down? Yep. So these are some of the exercises you can do. Energy booster, body-mind connection, and in the morning exercise, and a posture. You'll be surprised when I teach the poses, I talk about posture a lot. You know, shoulders and lower back and all the posture. Why it's important. There is a reason, and you don't need to understand the whole background. But look at this one picture Bianca just showing it. Stop, Bianca. Right there. That is from the face yoga method exercises. And she is a graduate and the first TCC program. And she even didn't know how posture changed. And she's a really good yoga practitioner, but look at the posture change. Have you seen older people having little rounded shoulders? And that, she's still young and beautiful, but it changed the posture. So I highly recommend take pictures. I already asked you assignment section, but take a picture, side, profile picture in the body and entire body. You don't need to share and just keep it so that when you finish TCC, you can share with your students. Seeing is stronger than, explaining. And another thing is the TMJ, and I'm going to go into that, all the detail later, but I just want to show you the body is connected to entire face. So it's not just looking at it. We're going to look head to toe and how we're going to correct and how we're going to walk on. And that is going to help you to understand more when it comes to pause module. Okay. All right. So, and that's pretty much it for this section and exercising and try that. Okay. And if you have any questions, don't feel like you have to memorize everything. Like I said, this is just a bonus and I don't want you get overwhelmed. Okay. And this is another one I really enjoy. All right. So this part I have to say, I really want all of you to try. Okay. Why? Because pretty much a basic face yoga method secret, really. 100 times splash face wash. This changed the skin condition dramatically. And I guarantee, and this is the one, changed my skin condition. Really great way. And you don't need to use ice at the end, but you can watch it and you can kind of understand how you do it. And once you do it, you're going to get hooked. I guarantee. Okay. And the second one is a yogurt face mask. That's another one I highly, highly recommend. You'll be surprised. This one is much more effective than the store-bought expensive masks. And that's why many graduates said that too, and many practitioners. You don't need to add a honey, just do a yogurt, and it's pretty simple. And I highly recommend you experience so that you can share with your students, okay? You can't really experience, no, you can't share without it being experienced. Did that make sense? So do it so that your skin is gonna be ready and very smooth when you start teaching. That means a lot to you, and your students will love that. Okay, so the next one I highly recommend is egg white mask. So this video is a little bit old, and I'm gonna add probably a new one. You don't need to use a complete egg white. Crack the egg, in the morning, if you use in the morning, and then without doing anything, just use the eggshell and then just take whatever egg white left in the eggshell and put it on your face. Within 2 minutes or so, the egg white will make your skin so tight, and probably you want to keep the egg white whole day, because you'll see complete change, transformation, less wrinkle, and eye bags, they will gone, but you have to rinse it off, okay? And you watch it and do it. And then the last one, the magical hot towel, it's a little extra, weekend if you have a time. Don't worry too much about it, but I recommend if you feel like, I need a little time to pamper myself, recommend that. And a home facial is great, but it takes a little bit of time. So if you have a time, do it, but don't feel like you want to, you have to do it. So how to apply moisturizer. This is another one, okay? I really recommend this because I've seen so many people putting moisturizer and then sunscreen this way. What's going on? You're pulling everything down, and the skin is so thin, and especially eye area. This is a thinner skin of the entire body, and you're putting everything down. You don't want to do that. How to apply moisturizer, it's so simple, but it makes your skin completely different. Okay, so you can watch that, like how to apply, and you push it in. I use a tool, but you just use a finger too if you don't have that. I highly recommend that one though. It changes your skin condition dramatically. But you do it. Another thing I want to add is that if your skin is really dry, or if your skin surface is oily, but inside of skin is dry. Did that make sense? Like sometimes I see people like, oh, I have oily skin, trying to eliminate all the oils from skincare. That is wrong. The skin try to produce more oil when your skin is dry, often. Okay, so if you think you have a dry skin, you might need to add more water, drink more water, so hydrate your body, entire body and the face, or you want to do the spray mist, really, every single day, and put a cream, seal the moisture, and then spray the mist again and put a cream, spray the mist again and cream. Try put 3 layers or 2 layers, and you'll be surprised how much you thought the oil was before disappears. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. These 3 things: 100 times splash face washing and yogurt face mask and egg white treatment. And you don't need to do egg white and yogurt face mask every day. No, When you start feeling your skin needs a little bit of, love and care, that's when you want to do it. And apply moisturizer. Well, we put a moisturizer every day, or sunscreen. So that's something, 4 things I highly recommend. And the rest, just read it and try it and see how you feel the difference. Okay, so do you have any questions this part? Should we go to next one, Bianca?
Let's wait and see.
Okay, yeah, if you have any questions, write to us and I'll take questions. But let's just say don't go into deep yet, okay? This is just a bonus module, and don't get overwhelmed. All right, so that next one, I'd say the last one, but very important one. Importance of visualization, meditation, and affirmation. So the reason I've been asking you why you want to do this. And assignments also, makes you think like, why I have to do this? Why I have to write this? Because if you don't have any visualization, like how you want to feel, you want to feel good? You want to feel happy? Okay. You want to visualize it, and you want to put the emotions to whatever you want to feel. And when you feel it, that happens. Okay. I'm going to do the little quick exercise. So think about whatever in your past, the thing you really didn't like, if somebody hurt you. Think about it. Okay, think about that. 30 seconds. Remember that part? How did you feel? Did you feel a little heaviness on your chest or your body? Okay? And I don't want you to think about that too long. Okay? And then think about the best thing happening in your life, like the best time. I don't know, the birth of your child or birth of your, dog, or dog gave a birth to another dog, or puppies. Think about something. Like the time I met my dog at the shelter, like I feeling that right away. And to feel that. Did you feel that warm sensation? So when you think about something, your mind can travel back and forth, future and past. There's no time. There's no linear in our brain. So when you think about something really good, did you feel that? You felt right away, like something warm sensation. So visualization really help you to open up your mind, but also make you feel like as if you are still there, experiencing it. It doesn't matter in the past or future. So when you started visualizing what you want or how you want to feel, you're almost there. You can make, face yoga method as a business. It's very possible. Okay. So practice this one. I highly recommend. I put lots of visualization demonstration, like videos and also application, all free. So try the one you like and do it every day. Okay, please don't give me excuses like I'm too busy. No, you can do 10 minutes. And I guarantee 100%, I'm a very hyper person. And I never thought I could even sit 10 minutes because my mind goes all over because I have lots of ideas. But when I meditate in the morning, my quality of life, my quality of the day is different. I'm addicted to it because if I meditate 10 minutes a day, just save that time. Instead of just turn on my cell phone right away, which I don't do it because I know the side effect of it. I see things differently. My life changed dramatically. Okay, so do that in the morning, and when I meditate with a little bit of upbeat music, I feel more energized. I feel like, wow, I'm ready to do things. Excitement, and excitement shows to other people around you, even at the grocery store. People treat you differently. That's what I say. Change your face, change your life, change your emotions, change your feeling, and then that'll change your life. You don't need to do anything. Okay? People treat you so much nicer. And then the nighttime, another thing. When you meditate before you go to bed, you don't want to go to bed like this. Such a bad day. I'm so stressed out. And go to bed. What are you doing to your face? Your face is stressed out. Do you want to have this face for 8 hours or 6 hours or 5 hours? I don't know how long you sleep. You don't want to do that. You want to release everything and go back to the happy moment. Listen to your heart, listen to your body. That's when you really started seeing a change in the morning. When you wake up, you look different because you did something before you go to bed. And then when you look different in the morning, people treat you differently and you feel different. So it's just like it's a very simple but spiral. You'll see the change. You can't go back to that anymore because you know the benefit of it. Okay, so that's it, and that's what I wanted to share with you. And one quick thing I want to talk about, the food, because I've heard so many people say, oh, kale is so great. So I eat a kale in the morning and a juice, for lunch, and then kale salad for dinner, and I'm still tired. There's a article I read, I think about a year ago. This doctor starts seeing lots of patients. Very wealthy, from very wealthy family and all fit, all the ladies, most of the ladies, fit and super health conscious and, high education. And people went to see him because they're so tired. So what happened was that they are eating way too much kale, like way too much. Kale juice in the morning, kale salad for lunch, and sauteed kale for dinner because it's considered healthy. It's just too much. We need a balance, okay? So if you think that something is healthy and eating too much and you're still tired or you feel like bloated, you might want to think about what I'm doing too much. It could be too much exercise. It could be too much, sitting, studying. I don't know. I don't know you well enough yet. I will probably know you more later throughout the TCC. So think about that. Life is a moderation and a balance. And you want to enjoy your life. You don't want to be obsessed, okay? One thing, another information I want to share with you is I get lots of questions from people. What should I eat? I already shared a little bit of information on what to eat, what not to eat. But don't get obsessed. I've met people, so many people who are so obsessed. Oh, I can't eat this one. Not because I have an allergic reaction, because it's so bad. And oh, I can't eat this one. I can't eat that one. I respect, because I respect every person's decisions and lifestyle. However, if you're so obsessed with, because let's say, quote unquote, article said it's so healthy and you can't have this and that, it really limits your life in a way. And if you start, there's a fine line. If you're obsessed with, oh, I can't eat this one. Oh, I have to eat this one. Oh, no, I can't eat this one because, it has this and that. Your life is taken over by that obsession. And I don't want that to happen to you or any of your students. Okay? So think about what you want to eat and listen to your body and listen to your heart. And if your body says, I feel like eating a little sweet, you might want to eat some dates or you might want to eat some lemon, sliced lemon. I don't know. But that is okay. Do that. Another thing is small choices. Like, should I have green tea? Should I have coffee this morning? Really take that decision, seriously. And when you started making small decisions and taking it seriously, eventually you can make big decisions easily. Did that make sense? So that's something I wanted to share with you in this module. And like I said, please don't get overwhelmed. It's just a bonus section. All right. So I think, Bianca, that's what I wanted to share. And if there's any questions, let me know. And if not, you can take over. Yeah.
Okay. Aurora.
Okay.
What about vertical lines above the lips? Is always about dehydration, not hormones also. So vertical lines above the lips.
Oh, vertical lines above
the lips.
Yeah, that can be habit, which we're gonna go into when we go into that exercise module. It could be habit, the way you carry, and it could be dryness and also aging. We lose elasticity. We can't have a 10 years old skin when you turn 50. I'm gonna be 50. So I completely understand that. But we're going to go, let's save that question to exercise module. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. Gunilla asks, Fumiko, do you drink coffee?
I drink coffee. I'm a tea person, and I used to drink coffee. But when I drink coffee or when I drink something, because caffeine, I drink probably twice amount of water to flush out, whatever the caffeine or anything. And I eat. I love food. So yes, I do. My answer is yes. But I drink green tea and English tea.
Anne says, I drink hot water 2 hours before going to bed. I go to the toilet a lot and it is really annoying.
Okay, so probably, let's say you go bathroom a lot. I don't know your age, but also when we started having the menopause or premenopause, that's when the hormonal change happens. And many times people suffer from not being able to sleep throughout the night and having an issue like wake up, middle of night and things like that. I recommend evening primrose oil. If you're going through that, women, I think, get a really good benefit from evening primrose oil, and you can buy it online, and that helps a lot. I used to wake up more often, and now I don't wake up. And hot water, maybe you want to have a little bit of higher temperature water. That temperature, almost like a tea temperature, it's hot, and see what happens. And then you might not go to bathroom often. And my father is the same. He used to go to bathroom a lot. And he started drinking hot water. He doesn't wake up probably once around 5, he said. So he's quite happy. So try that, okay? Higher temperature water.
Aurora asks, what to use instead of yogurt when vegan for the mask?
Coconut. Oh yeah, thank you for asking. Coconut yogurt is good, and soy yogurt. You can have alternative. And I found a really good coconut yogurt. And if you're very into making, you can even make coconut yogurt. There's lots of recipes, but that might be a little bit of a lot of extra work. Yeah.
Margie asks, do you do these 100 splashes for neck separate?
I don't do on neck. It's just too much. And when I do it, I have to show. I think I show in the video. I'm sorry, I have a jammy. So you want to bend. You want to bend your knees. Okay. I mean, I've seen people doing this. Lock your knee. No, it's bad. It's bad. And it's so bad when you have like this. It's so bad. Why? Low back pressure. So you want to bend your knees slightly. Okay. And then do. And it really fast. You don't need to go 1, 2. It's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it won't take more than 2 minutes for me. Now I'm so used to it. Another thing is because this is T-zone, right? The forehead and the nose area get oily. So what I recommend you is like make hand like this, palms together, and then water here, and then splash one section 20 times, like a nose, and then forehead, and then cheeks. So that you don't need to really splash water all over. And I save the water and water the plant, or you can use it for whatever you need to use so that you don't waste it. However, if you have acne, I don't recommend use the water in a bowl because you're spreading the acne on your skin. So if you have any acne issue, and join the Facebook, there's a great recipe I can share. Okay.
Demira says, hi, I have bought little home facial sauna gadget a few months back, and I do it once a week. How would you rate it?
So you bought the face exercise?
No, facial sauna gadget.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Is it okay? I'm not quite sure. Is it massage? Oh.
Demira, if you could write back and tell us exactly what facial sauna gadget you bought.
Face Sonic?
I'm not sure. Facial sauna gadget. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not sure. So many times these machines are great. I mean, I have a lot too. Especially when I was 30, I spent lots of money. But for me, it's so hard. Like I said, okay, I'm gonna use every week. It's hard, and that's the thing. If you do it, probably won't harm you. If it says you can do that often, how often? But many times, it's so hard. Okay, so I don't think it hurt you, but you have to do regularly in order to get the result. That's why I said, don't say like, oh, this is the best. You gotta use it, and then if you don't use it, you can't see the result. And like I said, including myself, I have a lot of tools, but I don't use it often enough. So, okay, I hope I answered the question. Sorry, I don't really know which tool you have.
Jerry asks if there will be a replay, yes or no. So there will always be a replay after the workshop, always. Within 24 hours, you will see the replay on the site. Helen asks, Rico, is there a vegan alternative to use instead of egg whites?
That one, I still don't know yet. I mean, the yogurt face mask, coconut yogurt and soy yogurt is good. And egg white, I'm still looking for it because that's a question I received a lot. So I'll definitely let you know when I find something. So join the Facebook because that's a place probably I share. And I'm still looking for that. So it could be the the miso paste you can buy from an Asian store. That might be closest, but I don't know. And I'll let you know. And another thing, if you can do it, the chamomile sake lotion, which you have access already, I put it, I think, on the very bottom of the beauty tip section. That is also good. Very similar to in terms of benefits, but I still need to look for something alternative. Okay, the vegan version.
Ivana asks, how warm should the hot water be?
It's a good. I love the question. It's not too hot, okay? Because I don't want to cook your throat. think about the sashimi, the raw fish. When you put the raw fish in a hot water, you cook it, right? So you don't want to have it too like really hot water, too hot water. One of my students told me that she thought hottest is better. So she was drinking really hot water and she started burning her throat. And then it's really bad. She started coughing and she went to see a doctor, like, it's too hot. And I thought it was like hotter is better. And that's not true. I use these cup, this one and this one. And when I started drinking, I know the best temperature my body loves to take. Like this is a little too it's not hot enough. I like to drink a little bit lower than the tea temperature. That's my preference, okay? So anything warmer than the body temperature, I recommend. That's my recommendation. And ice water, it almost like when you drink ice water, think about this. I think I already put in the information in a module, but when you wash oily dish, you don't want to use cold water. You want to use hot water, and hot is better. Yes, but you want to have hot water, hot enough, not too hot for the body, but hot enough to clean a plate. So same thing applied to the hot water you drink. Okay, did that make sense? So that's a drink, that's a hot temperature I take, like a little hotter than the body temperature and close to the tea, but a little lower than the tea water temperature.
Anki asks, Miko, do you eat sweets at all, like a cookie?
You know, to be very honest, I don't really have a cravings. When I have cravings,
I have seen you eat cookies. Don't try to deny it.
No, my daughter ate that. Yeah, no, okay, Bianca is right. Yeah, but you know, okay, good, thank you, Bianca. Yeah, she sent, you know, some cookies, my daughter. But when I eat a tiny bit. And that makes me feel like, oh, that's it. You know, I don't say like, I can't eat it. The more you think you can't, the more you want, right? The more you say, oh, don't do it, you want to do it. That's a human psychology. So like, okay, yeah, I try it and just try a little bit. And for my cravings for sugar or anything sweet, I eat dates or I eat the sliced lemon with honey or something. Chocolate. I love chocolate. That's my weakness. But I choose chocolate higher than at least 86%. And I check the label. If there's a tons of things inside, I don't buy it. I don't like the aftertaste. But when I see simple ingredients and 86%, I eat it. And if something really tasty, looking good, I eat a little bit, and then that's it. So that's what I do.
Annie asks, can you drink wine?
Oh yeah, you know, that's a good question. I don't like to say, don't do this, don't do that. Well, of course I say that for the poses, but for the diet, I really want to respect your decisions. And I really want to respect everybody's, you know, preference. If you're vegan, vegetarian, and if you are fruitarian, you know, there is of course something I want to add here and there, but do whatever you feel right. However, like I said, balance is important. And when you can't eat the healthy food for one day, don't get panicked. You can probably have a healthy food next day. And I don't like to see you guys decided like, I'm going to have a healthy food and no, nothing, no chocolate, no sweets, no cookie. And then you feel so stressed out. That really defeats the purpose of being happy and change your life. You change your life in a way that you kind of restrict yourself. And I don't think it's a great idea, okay? So when you listen to your body, it goes back to, you know, small decisions will help you to make a big decision. You can say, oh, ask yourself. You can even put a hands on your chest and say, what do I feel like eating? If your body says, I feel like eating like pizza, go for it. And then next food, you eat probably the salad. Or next food, maybe you eat something else. So that you balance out everything, so that you don't get stressed out. Did it make sense? Because stress will show on your face. And I've met people who are super health conscious. When I look at their forehead, you know what I see is really stressed. Like, I can't eat this. No, this is really good. This is it. Yeah, but life should be fun. Okay, so that's my thing. And I hope I answered your questions and convinced you that you can eat anything you want, but moderation is important. Okay.
Okay, Famika, if you can mute yourself, because I think there's an echo.
Okay. All right.
And I will tell you when to unmute, okay?
Okay. So I mute myself, and then should I still stay in the screen?
Oh, definitely.
All right. I'm gonna mute myself. Right.
Okay, it's just because I think there's an echo in Famiko's speakers whenever I speak. So I just want to make this easy for you guys. We have received a bunch of face exercises related questions, and this is a lifestyle workshop, plus we're doing an onboarding, welcoming, etc. So we're trying to keep it related to the workshop at hand. Okay, so now for the second part of a workshop, I'm going to bring back the slides, and this is where I come in, the funny bit. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the general rules, so to speak, quote unquote, just so you know what to expect moving forward, etc. So when it comes to workshops, whenever we do a workshop, you will always have a replay within 24 hours. So we will do a workshop, it is recorded, it is always recorded, uploaded on the site, and I will show you where to look for it. It is timestamped, you can look for the actual questions. Denise is taking care of those, so Denise looks through every single replay. She marks the questions. In case you have the same question, you can actually go ahead, read through the questions without actually watching the replay to see if there's a question that popped up and you wanted to see it. You will see minute, 5 seconds for you to, and you will know to go exactly at that minute and second to listen to Famiko's answer, okay? Before a workshop, we recommend going through the previous replays. So this is the third teacher certification class, okay? This means we have a set of probably 25 workshop replays. You will not, from previous classes, you will not have access to all of them in one go, but you might have noticed we now have released the science module, right? So today is the 1st of February, the day we launched the science module. What this means is that when you go under workshops, and I will go and share my screen in a second, when you go under workshops, you will see the replay for previous science module related workshops. Okay, so you will see summer 2017 class replay for the science module. Same goes when we will launch the teaching module. Okay, you can't see it just now, but when we launch the teaching module, you will have access to past replays as well. Okay, check the schedule. I will show you how to do that. Questions related to the workshops asked in advance have priority. So I already have a list of questions. We will go through those in a second. And these are questions that Denise, the manager behind the Facebook group, she compiles them, she sends us over, we look over them. So all the questions that have been sent prior to the workshop beginning always have priority, just because it is also good for us to be able to filter them out, make sure that they're related to the workshop. Say, for example, Famiko, there's a cheek workshop, cheek area workshop. If 50% of the questions are related to the neck area, then we still have to make sure that they are related to the workshop at hand. You will be emailed, so again, a general rule, you will be emailed 2 days prior to a workshop. So always expect an email 2 days prior to a workshop beginning. So today is the 1st of February, you are emailed on the 30th of January with an invitation to join the workshop. This will be the case throughout the course, okay? I think the second workshop is on the 7th or the 6th. This means you will be emailed on the 5th or the 4th, okay? With the registration link and everything else you need. Okay, I'm going to share my screen really quick. Okay, this is it. So workshops can be found under resources. So I have logged in, I see exactly what you see, right? Overview, science, bonuses, resources. And the resources, if you hover over resources, you will find workshops. Now, these are all the past workshops, okay? So right now, Face Yoga workshops, I'm clicking on watching the replays. summer 2017 class. And now you will be able to see the overview, which is what we're doing right now, actually, but for the previous class, and the science module for the previous class, okay? And you can see that it was held on the 27th of July, okay? Now, again, under resources, workshops, once we upload the replay for this workshop, you will find it exactly here. So we will most likely have another button that says workshop replays, or we'll perhaps just post the link. That's where you would click and watch the replay. Okay, pretty straightforward. Now, as for the schedule, under resources, you will find schedule. There you go. So today is February 1st, science module release, TCC live workshop with myself and Fumiko. Okay, now wherever you see this dot, this means there's an event happening in that day, on that day. So 9th of February, TCC live workshop. Okay, so the science workshop is on February 9th. This means you will be emailed on February 7th. Okay, if you click on it and you open the actual event, you will have a link to register. So if you want to go ahead and already register to future workshops, you can go ahead and do that. On February 10th, we are releasing the teaching module. Okay, and so on and so forth. TCC Live Workshop teaching module. Then we're releasing the first part of the POSIT module. So just so you guys know exactly how to schedule your time, etc. You have access to the full schedule. Everything is posted. All future basic workshops are posted in the schedule. Okay, plus modules releases. Okay, I am looking for the questions. Aurora says much better sound. Excellent. Catherine. Okay, perfect. I'm happy you guys can hear me okay now. Okay, moving back to the slides. If you have any questions about the workshops and how we have the workshops organized, go right ahead. I'm going to answer them. Feel free to interrupt me. No problem. Okay. Back to the slides. Now, modules releases. All the modules are drip fed, so you know we have multiple modules. They will all be drip fed. So as you were able to see on the 10th of February, the teaching module will be released, right? Then we have the poses module, which will be released in parts because there are so many sub-lessons. When a module gets released, you also receive access to the past workshop, right? So it's exactly what I was just talking about. You now have access to past replays for the science module. You now have access to, when we release the teaching module, you will gain access to replays of the teaching module from past classes. Okay. If you have any questions, again, let me know. Vanilla, where do I find the workshops? Under resources, top bar, resources, workshops. What is meant by drip fed? Drip fed means we're slowly releasing access. Okay, so instead of getting access to all of the content at once, we are slowly releasing it, right? So we have a calendar all scheduled up. We're now releasing, today we've released access to the science module. On the 10th, releasing access to the teaching module, okay? Sharon, if we have questions on problems with connection, how do we contact you? I will go into customer support towards the end, but the Facebook group is a great place. You also have access to a ticket system in your when you log into the teacher certification site. There's a support button. Sandra, when are assignments for each module due? Prior to workshop or after? Sandra, we will go into assignments in just a tiny bit. Fumiko will. It's getting dark. Fumiko will talk about the assignments.
Yeah. Can we talk about now or?
No, we're getting. Oh, actually, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So assignment is just something I really want you to think about it and help to keep moving forward with it. Okay, so don't wait until last minute. Just do all the assignments and submit. That's not the purpose, because I review it, but every time new module released and there's assignments, and do that and finish it before you jump into another one, because otherwise you forget. And these assignments really help you to build the foundation of the face yoga method teaching. So it makes sense if you just keep doing along with each module release. And with that, I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So assignment, the one you see today or in the lifestyle module, it's optional. So you don't need to submit, but I highly recommend you think about it by the time you meet me on Skype. The reason is because that kind of information, people love it. How to take care of skin. Small things will really make a huge change in people's face and their life. That's why I have it as an optional, but you can wait until you finish everything. And you should experience first yourself so that you can explain to your students better. Okay? So thank you, Bianca. That was my addition.
Okay. I still see some questions. And in the poses webinar, can I send my own pictures to ask Fumiko? Okay, when we go to the poses module, we will definitely address your question then. Sylvia, dear Fumiko and Bianca, it was a real pleasure and thank you. Have a great day. It's already night here. Watch replay tomorrow, Sylvia. Vanamala, is there a possibility to schedule the workshop 1 hour later? I'm in Australia and the workshop starts at 4 a.m. for me. This workshop starts at 9 a.m. mostly because of me, because I'm in Portugal and it's almost 6 p.m. for me. But we have workshop schedule at 1 p.m., 3 p.m. We try to be as diverse as possible when scheduling the workshops, as to not just sit within one time zone. And key. Will we get alerts when modules and assignments are available? Yes, we will email you. Nan, how do I take photos and send photos? Same with recording for introducing self. I think you are referring to one of, I mean, it depends on where you want to, is this part of the assignments? If so, then the assignment itself should have instructions. And if you're having issues, feel free to contact our support team, because it depends on your device, internet connection, and will I receive a feedback from each assignment, and is there any deadline for each assignment? Fumiko, do you want to answer that?
Okay, so not deadline for each assignment, but in order to meet me on Skype session at the end, to get certified, you have to have all the assignments, and otherwise we can't schedule the Skype session, okay? And I think that's it. But like I said earlier, I highly recommend when you finish the module, do the assignments. Those assignments attached to the module, and then move on to the next module, okay?
There are 20 assignments in total. There is only one assignment, the 20th assignment, that is under the lifestyle module, that is optional. All of the other 19 assignments are mandatory. Assignments exactly follow the exact same logic as modules and the workshops. They are drip fed, right? So when you receive access to a module, you will also have access to the assignment or assignments that is associated to that module. Okay, I think this is it. Only after you submit it. Okay, so towards the end of the course, before getting the chance to schedule for a call with Fumiko, you must have sent all of your assignments. Okay, so before us contacting you, here is the link for you to register for your certification test. You must have sent all of your assignments because they need to be reviewed before sending you that email. It's not an acceptance email, but it is sort of a test, a written test before your oral test. Okay. Sharon, still having difficulty finding site or login or log out, sorry. Okay, Sharon, if you can email us and specify your exact problem. The site is faceyogamethodcertification.com. Once you open the site, once you load the site, you will find the username and a password. They were sent to you via email. Vanamala, does each student get a unique workout for ourselves to cover our problem areas so that we look good at the end of the training? You need to go through the entire course to learn all of the 70 plus exercises. Jerry, will we receive feedback on the assignments? Miko?
Sure. Okay, so not every single assignment, no, I don't give you a feedback, but I read and I get to know you. Oh, okay, this is a person. And then toward the end, you have to submit the demo lesson video and I give you a feedback, because that's something I really need to give you feedback so that you can prepare for the actual meeting, Skype session with me. And those 2 assignments, I'll give you feedback. Okay, and the rest I read and I'm not going to give you the feedback. Okay, unless I really think I need to give
you. Okay. Patricia, do we submit the assignments as we complete them? Yes. So it is, should you choose to do so, you can wait all the way till the end of the course and submit all of your assignments then. I don't recommend it, just because you will get overwhelmed as the course progresses and you will just see those assignments piling up, right? And as a general rule of thumb, as I see it, is the overview module was released. Okay, assignments 1, 2, 3, 4, let me go ahead and submit them. The science module was released. Okay, let me submit assignment 5, because as we progress, more and more assignments will keep popping up, right? So you might get overwhelmed. So you can choose, we will give you a final date, somewhere mid-May, where you must have sent all of your assignments. But yeah, as a general rule of thumb, I sincerely recommend just submitting your assignments as we release modules. Vanilla, can you please send me a new login? I have problems to find mine. Vanilla, if you contact customer support, they will definitely help you out. Karen Cook, do we keep a copy of the assignments for ourselves? You can, yeah, why not? We will definitely have a copy once you submit it, but definitely keep a copy. Sharon, no, Nan, what is the total assignments? 20. 20 assignments, 19 of which are mandatory. Sharon, should we install and learn how to use Skype now to be ready when needed? Yes, yes. So your final assessment with Fumiko will happen on Skype. Please, if you haven't already, learn how to use Skype in advance by the end of May. Jordan, is there a way to print out the facial muscle diagram from the science module that was released under the resource tab? Under the resource tab. Let me make sure. Under the resource tab. Are you referring to the image with the, it depends on your browser. I think you're referring to the, oh, I see. I was looking at the resource page. You can't, okay, let me share my screen so everyone knows what I'm talking about. If you haven't already, this is the science module, okay? It has just been released today, so everyone should have access to it. If you don't, please contact us. We will take care of you. So Sharon, no, Jordan asked, is there a way to print out the facial muscle diagram from the science module? Well, this is a software that was designed in-house. What you can do, and you can't really print it out, but what you can do, under the resource tab, you have the PDFs. So facial, where is it? Facial physiology, sorry. Facial physiology. We have a 40 40 plus sheets that we have designed and prepared for you, and you can definitely print those out. So check those out first, and that should fit your need. Okay, Jordan? Linda, is this the last screen to share? No, we still have about 30 minutes to go, Linda. Gordana, do we have rule F? I'm not sure what it means. What rule F are you referring to, Gordana? Helen, to keep a copy of our assignments, is there a save or print option to do so? No. So once you submit your assignment, they will show up. So you will have the opportunity to see them all once you submit them, but there is no print option. Your browser should hold the print option, but I think it's best to just have a Word file with all of your assignments. Anne, can I change the answers in the assignment after submitting? When I just realized I did it not the way I want, or can I modify the answers after? No, you can't modify an assignment after submitting. If you really must, contact support. But generally, once it's submitted, it's submitted. What is the process of a writing test? Chantal, writing. I think referring to the assignments, you would just go in, submit your assignment. Let me show you. So there are 4 assignments under the overview module. You can find them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assignment 1, click on it. A page will pop up, purpose, directions, choose file, left side, right side, right? So the first assignment is sending out photos. Let's see, first assignment. Directions for the assignment, you would have to type in your answer, right? Share something, for something, submit, and then it's submitted. Okay, and we keep a record in our database with all of your answers. Gordana, for assignments, do we have rules for how many words? No, you don't. Feel free. Jordan, oh, that is directed for Helen. Okay, Catherine, should we wait with the assignment until we finish the module and heard the workshop? Yes, ideally, yes. So you will want to have as much, if you think you have enough information, so to speak, so it depends on the assignment, obviously. But as a general rule of thumb, yes, wait until you have all of the information possible, and then formulate your response. Nan, I cannot get assignment 1 and 2 to click open, only 3 and 4. And Nan, if you contact customer support, they will help you out 1000%. Helen, oh, with Enjoy. Do we have access to the marketing module at this point? No, the marketing module is the last one to be released, and that is because some confusion was created in the past, and past students were focusing maybe a bit too much on the marketing at the beginning, and we wanted this new class, which is you guys, to focus more on the actual face yoga part of this teacher certification course. So the marketing module will be released at the end. Sema, will we receive instructions to cover from the resource tab, or are we supposed to cover it ourselves? So I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Will we receive instructions to cover from the resource? If you could explain that, I would appreciate it. Panamal, I had problems to view all videos in the lifestyle module. Is there another way to look at them? If you contact customer support and tell them exactly what kind of problem you're experiencing, it could be because they're, maybe Facebook is blocked where you are. But if you have good internet connection, you should be able to see all of them. How do I contact customer support? Is it email? I think we're 2 slides away from customer support, so I will show you. There are multiple ways to contact us. Okay, back to our slides, and I will quickly go through them. Assignments, then emails. Quick notes, we will email you with 2 different types of emails throughout the course. One, workshops related, similar to the one that you just have received 2 days ago. Here is registration link, here is a replay link, and then updates. So we will email you throughout with updates, module releases, assignments, maybe tips and guides from Fumiko, additional information, etc. So those are the 2 kinds of emails we will be sending. The subject line of the email will always start with TCC, just so you know to differentiate TCC-related emails from everything else you receive in your inbox, okay? Study groups. Study groups is something we have came up with this class only. We have actually started this process because past classes have had formed their own study groups, and we figured this time let's help you actually form amongst each other. So they're not mandatory. There is a sign-up form which I will link you. I will give you the link for. We don't manage them, okay? But what we do is we organize you guys. So we will create study groups of 3 or 4 people, right, based on your time zones. So if you go ahead and submit the form, and I will link you to the form in just a second. If you go ahead and submit the form, then we will organize them, and we're like, oh, you're from Italy, you're from Austria, etc. Oh, you're pretty close in time zone. You guys should form a study group. And then we provide contact information. Obviously, we'll ask for your permission to do so, but we will connect you guys together. And again, we don't manage those study groups. We would end up with quite a few study groups at the end, so it is virtually impossible for us to manage them 24/7. But we will help you guide you in the study group whenever possible. Okay. So Denise is the amazing person behind the scenes. She is a TCC liaison and a certified physical instructor. So she was certified in the very first class we had. And she is organizing all of us. If you have any questions, I will show you how you can reach out to Denise.
And can I quickly, Bianca, study group? So last TCC, many people organize their own study group, like French study group and the Greek study group. So you can start your own group too. So it's not, like I said, Bianca said, mandatory, but I highly recommend you be part of some study group so that you can get more motivation. And also, you never know what happens. You might get more information. You might start doing a workshop together. So I really recommend that because that's the greatest way to get to know other people and exchange information. Okay, so make your own organic study group, or you can just join this study group we create and then go from there.
This is the sign-up form for the study group. I will send you a link to it, okay, at the end of the workshop. Everything will be linked out and in the replay as well. And you will also have access to these slides. But this is it. It is very straightforward. Email address, first name, last name, country of residency, time zone, and then what software would you like to use to communicate with your peers, okay? But we will link you to them. It is very, very, very straightforward. Okay. Tracy, I am using an iPad. Is it possible to use FaceTime instead of Skype for the final with Fumiko? I'm pretty sure iPads take Skype. I don't own an iPad, but I'm pretty sure they would. Fumiko, would you use FaceTime?
Yeah, I think if it's a new version, it works too, and the cell phone works too. I need to see your face. So in the worst case, prepare for the Facebook Messenger, what do you call that? The Messenger video call. That's also option too. So play with it. We still have a time, but by the time we're gonna meet, I need something. I can see you and we can talk.
Catherine, very good question. When we submit assignments, photos, and videos, does that information become property of Facebook and Method? Will you keep it private, or do you reserve the right to use codes, photos, videos, etc.? Do we maintain control? Catherine, everything is 1000% private. We would never, ever use your photos, never. Okay, so we keep privacy. We know it is, I wouldn't necessarily say a delicate subject, but yeah, no, everything you send to us is absolutely private. We would never share it outside of the Face Yoga Method team or in any way. We won't use it for marketing. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
And also another thing, that things probably you saw from the last graduate or pictures and video, we asked them, is it okay to use the video? Or we asked them, can you send the video or can I use the photo? So we really keep that, that promise. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Last two slides, I think. Meet the team. So this is us. Hi. Fumiko, Maria, you've probably seen some videos with Maria, myself, Sylvia and Jennifer. They are the amazing people behind customer support. So if you guys write to us, most likely Sylvie or Jennifer will write back. If they are, depending on the questions, because we have such a good system of, even if you send us an email through a platform where we're not expecting a TCC member to send us an email from, we have such a good communication behind the scenes that this email should be answered by Denise, for example, or Soraya. Then we would direct them to that email, okay? Then Camille is the person behind social media. So if you sent us ever a Facebook message, Camille was in the background answering you. Tanya is our technical support. Sarah is our e-commerce manager, so shop.faceyogamethod.com. Denise and Soraya are both certified Face Yoga Method teachers. And you will see Denise a lot on Facebook group, okay? And as it comes with customer support, these are our emails. So our locations, our email addresses, should you need to use them. Generally, I would just recommend either contacting us through Facebook page or Facebook group, or raise a support ticket. But this is us. So I am in Portugal. I am originally Romanian. I take care of marketing and backend. Sylvie, she's in Argentina, customer support. Jennifer, she's in North Carolina, customer support. Camille, she lives in Brazil, but is from the Philippines. She's the person behind social media. Tanya from Portugal. Syra, United Kingdom, e-commerce manager. Denise, Colorado, and Soraya, she's from Qatar. Okay, so we are a very global team. So at some point in time, someone is online with all of these time zones. I don't know, Fumiko, if you want to add something to the team.
Yeah. So, also we speak different languages. I don't know how many languages we speak, but if you need help in your language, ask us. Probably some of us speak your language. Okay.
I think we counted when we had our team retreat, and we were at about 20 languages between the two of us. Yeah. So we're pretty diverse. We're a pretty diverse bunch. Okay, customer support. So we highly recommend that you join the private Facebook group. If privacy is an issue, I guarantee you, I've been working with Fumiko and Maria for the last 3 years. Privacy is never an issue. I mean, we've been organizing classes and memberships for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've been here, and privacy has never been an issue. Okay, so if you're concerned that the Facebook group, the information you share in the Facebook group would be shared, I can assure you it is not. Okay, Denise is the manager behind the Facebook group. Okay, if you can. Okay, there are two types of questions you can actually post, and you can post whatever kind of question in the Facebook group, as long as it's pertinent to the TCC, etc. But if you think your question might benefit the entire class, then you can definitely, or actually encourage you to post it on the Facebook group, just so that whenever we answer it, your classmates are actually able to see the reply and get some benefit out of it as well. But if it is a very specific or private question, email Denise. So it's denise@facebookmethod.com, or raise a support ticket. And I will show you how to do that in a second. If your questions are marketing related, you won't get to see me again until the end of the course, when we start holding marketing workshops. But if you do have a marketing question, tag me on Facebook, okay? So I am in the group, obviously. If you have any questions, just tag myself, tag Maria, and we'll get back to you. What I would please ask you is to not private messages on Facebook, just because we are getting a lot of messages. And after a while, it just piles up so much, and you no longer know which are my personal messages and what are Facebook method related questions. And I had just gotten at a point sometimes with the last class that I had just ignored my messages for a while, because they were piling up both on my personal side and my private life, on my private and my Facebook method. And I know it is the case with everyone, so we're all getting message from all parts. And the best way to reach it. So when I log in and I see my inbox, Facebook method, and I see I see a question, then I will answer it 1,000%. If it's sitting in my private, my private Facebook account, then I might not necessarily answer it. And obviously the same goes with Fumiko. Her time is limited. She cannot answer every single question she receives through Facebook. You will notice that Fumiko's personal email address has not been shared. We have done that in the past, and she was absolutely bombarded with emails. And the best way to reach Fumiko is exactly what you're doing right now, workshops, especially if you ask your questions in advance. There is a 100% guarantee, unless the workshop stretches for a very long period of time, that Fumiko will read and answer a question directly. Okay? With the Facebook group, she will, Fumiko, you can speak for yourself, but with the Facebook group, I've seen Fumiko in action for 3 years, so I know she's very, very, very active. But there is not a 1,000% guarantee. If you tag Fumiko on the Facebook group, she'll answer right away, even, or most likely, no, definitely Denise will get back to you. Fumiko goes in and, for example, will read your messages, then make a Facebook Live, okay? And she will call you out, and she's like, oh, I got this message from X, Y, and Z. This is my answer to it, right? Fumiko, I don't know if you want to add something.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I really recommend you use the Facebook private TCC, so that I can see it and I can probably do a Facebook Live easier than typing, because many times I get so many like this much messages, and then explain the issues, no pictures, I can't see it. So when I say picture and somebody help you, and then I might see it, and I like to answer that when I get to that time. So use that Facebook as a platform, and I highly recommend. Okay.
As I said, you'll see Denise. Denise is always on call. She's probably listening in this workshop. Hi, Denise. But yes, we're very active, and you will see I myself, if I see myself tagged, or if I feel like I can add value to a question, I will answer it. We are always on this Facebook group. Okay, this is it. To access it, let me show you how to do that. So these are all of the members in this private Facebook group. They're all manually verified. So there is not a single person on this page, on the group, that is not a TCC student, okay? So we have handpicked every single application we get and request we get, and have accepted them in. So for you to join the Facebook group, go on the resources, click on Facebook group, okay? Click through, request access to join the group, Tanya will probably look at it, or myself, or Denise. We'll look at it. We will make sure you are a member, and then we will add you in. Oh, Catherine says, hi, Denise. Oh, Denise, you can see that. Okay, very cool. Okay, the chat is very, very active. I love it. Okay, now support. You had asked, Nan had asked how she can contact support. So 3 different ways: Facebook group, support ticket, or email. Okay, so email, you have all of our emails, although I would suggest emailing us at info@faceyogamethodcertification.com or info@faceyogamethod, just because there is always the right person behind the scenes. And if that question belongs to me, for example, in a marketing sense, then Sylvie or Jen will send it in my direction. Okay, so it will always be the case that the right person sees your question. Okay, the support, if you hover over this tiny icon of a person, you will find my assignments, support, sign up. Support is where you want to go. And actually, yes. But this is because I'm an admin, so I see these messages in the back end, but this is the ticket system. Okay, write in your subject line, write in your message. If you have an attachment, send it, submit, and our customer support team will most definitely get back to you. Okay, so again, Facebook group, email, or support ticket, sorry. Okay, some questions. Helen, if someone cannot be in attendance of a workshop and is watching throughout the replay, how are questions answered, as we won't be live with you? Helen, I have a list of questions. I can tell you right now, I have a list of questions that Denise has passed on to me that we will get into. That were sent prior to the workshop beginning. Okay, so we will look through them, right? So we will answer them. If you send them in advance, Denise compiles them, sends it to us. And then when you watch the replay, you will see Fumiko answering your question. Anki says, Fumiko, you are even more wonderful than I thought. You're muted, Fumiko. Unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. That's a compliment.
Jane says, I'm glad to hear that you send us a notification 2 days prior to each workshop. I did not receive one until 15 minutes before today's workshop. And sometimes my internet connection takes a while. Okay, very good point. So Jane, it depends on when you, first. No, we sent out an email on the 30th. The email that you received with 15 minutes prior, so as you register to the workshop, the actual registration page you saw, once you register for that link is when you will get the 15 minutes notice that the workshop is about to begin. Okay, so if you don't register to the actual workshop, you won't see that 15 minutes email prior to the workshop beginning link with the countdown page. Eli, thank you, Fumiko and Bianca, for sharing your time. Oh, thank you. Abby, wow, so many languages. Can I post a summarized information? Nadia, can I post a summarized information translated into my language on my private Facebook page? I mean, some basic points while I'm going through the course. Nadia, what page, your private Facebook page, you mean actual TCC related, not related, TCC content? If you could please expand on that, I'd be very grateful. Sharon, where do we get to download for free the book? Which book, Sharon? So if it's, we only have one free book, and that is on faceyogamethod.com. So if you go to faceyogamethod.com under free, there's on the top bar something that says reads free. You would have to add in your email address, and you will receive I think that's the book you're referring to. I'm not entirely sure. If you could write it down. Rateco. Thank you for Mika and Bianca in Teams. You are very welcome. Thank you. Nan, where is the useful links located? You will get the PDF at the end of, right after we finish this workshop, we will upload the replay and you will have access to the slides. And we will also put the links right below the replay, okay? Mary, could you please put the Facebook links? Yes, we will put right under the replay, and you will also have access to the slides. Sam, when will all of the calendars to be released? They are already released. If you go under Facebook Med certification, so under your site, resources, schedule, everything is, all the information is shared there. Jane, most of this info is in the manual, yes? Are you referring to our soft copy book? Jane, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. Manual, or are you referring at the teacher certification course as a manual? I'm not sure. I will read your reply. Asima, hello, I missed the initial part of this webinar. What do I do? You will have to go back and watch the replay once we upload it. Helen, thanks, Bianca. Thank you, Helen. Tina, thank you for this webinar. A lot of questions are answered. Have a great day. Have a great day, Tina. I feel so bad on find the platform. Can you please show me? Danila, if you can email us or info@facebookmethod.com or info@facebookmethodcertification.com or the Facebook group, someone will definitely get back to you. Actually, let me do you one even better. I'm going to save your email address and I will make sure someone in our support team gets back to you. Okay, let me just take a note. Okay. Asima, you look lovely. Thank you. How long does the workshop last? Usually we like to keep it under 1 hour, right, Fumiko? About 1 hour?
Yeah, probably max is 1.5 hours. And I have to say we had like 3.5 hours last TCC. So we decided, nope, we're going to make it 1.5 hours, the maximum.
Nadia, not related to TCC, my own Facebook page as Nadia. I just want to leave some milestones. Yes, Nadia, as long as you're not sharing any copyrighted information from the teacher certification course, definitely. Jordan, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you already answered this, but to clarify, the workshops are recorded. Yes, the workshops are all past, future, all of the workshops are recorded. You will get replay link. They will all be uploaded on the site, timestamped. If there are slides, you will get access to the slides. All of the links that have been discussed will be posted there. Everything is shared. Maya, I think you should answer all of the last questions in Facebook group. Let's finish workshop. We shall. Sharon, yes, it is the book. Thank you for all the ultimate guide to the Facebook method. Contact customer support. I think I know what you are referring to, but yes, please contact customer support if you haven't received it, and we'll make sure that you get it. How everything links together across so many countries is so amazing. It is indeed. Is it possible to post the links on Facebook in addition to email? I'm currently having issues with my email. Yes, Denise, could you please, I know Denise is listening. Denise, could you post the link for the replay on Facebook, please? Thank you. Okay, I have a few questions sent by Denise before the workshop began. Allison, I was completing my assignments today. When I came off the page I was on, and when I loaded it again, my answers were gone. Is there any way to save answers while doing the assignments? I would feel really frustrated if all my hard work gets lost. This, okay, there could be, I mean, it is possible that you stayed on the page for too long and your session expired. And in fact, I recommend just writing the assignments on a Word document, copy pasting into the actual field and submit your assignment. So you don't actually have to think about your answers on the actual assignment page. So if you start on a Word doc, save them, you have a record of it as well, and you're safe, and your hard work won't get lost. Max, I have a question regarding IT solutions. Will this aspect of online FYM business be covered in the course? Example, how to set up an online business and grow online presence. Yes. So towards the end of the workshop of the course, we will release a marketing module, and that's where myself and Maria will get more involved. Adriana, how do you make sure that we all have the attention we require? Okay, Fumiko, this is for you. Adriana, how do you make sure that we all have the attention we require during the course? Because there are too many trainees, there are a significant amount of trainees, which is great, but I do wonder, how do you cope with so many people, answer so many doubts, assignments, etc.?
How many? Okay.
How do you cope with having so many members?
Well, I think that's why we decided, we can take certain limited numbers, and also we have a big team, and really our team works almost 24/7 because we are in a different time zone. And don't worry about it. I'll keep bugging you. Come on the Facebook live, and I push you out of comfort zone. And that's why I think it's a great idea for you to join the Facebook, so that you feel like you're so connected. And I guarantee you are going to be in this big family and enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, I can assure you, when Fumiko wants something, she can definitely bug you. She wants to do it. I speak from Angela. Will there be additional items added to the calendar? Will I be able to move my face like you do when I'm done in form? Okay, so there are multiple questions. Will there be additional items added to the calendar? Possibly, maybe 1 or 2 more workshops, but the modules will be released exactly when we say. So those dates are set in stone. So unless something super unpredictable happens and we have to change a workshop dates or time, then yes. But the chances of that happening is pretty slim. And if we do add something extra, then we will notify you in advance. Now, Fumiko, for you, will I be able to move my face like you do when I'm done in 4 months?
Train. Well, we'll make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'll help you. Okay? And don't worry about it. We're going to have lots of practice together. And like I said, I'll keep guiding you. And we're going to go through into each poses. There's 70 poses. So let's have fun. Don't worry. Like this. That's an entertainment purpose only. But anyway.
That's a party trick. Caroline asked, roughly how many webinars will there be? 11 plus marketing webinars? No, 11 plus face yoga workshops, not marketing webinars. So marketing webinars, we haven't yet completely decided on how many we will do. No, it is too soon to tell. We still need to think about it thoroughly. And you will also, when the marketing module will be released, you will gain access to all the information because we do already have a lot of pre-recorded information. So usually what we do is that we adapt to the class, right? So last year we did, because the marketing world is in constant development, so to speak. And if something is to happen, then we need to stay on track of it and update you, etc. And for example, we had different workshops in our last class than we did in our first class, just because the needs had changed, right? Do we need to watch previous webinars, or is all the information repeated in the webinars for this course? Okay, when it comes to marketing, which is the bit that I know and that I will answer, ideally you should watch all of them, just for exactly the reason that I just described, because marketing workshops are just so diverse, and we always update them in the sense that we adapt to the needs of the class, right? So if we have a certain amount of people asking us for copywriting, for example, then that's what I did last year, the last class. right? So we had a lot of requests for copywriting workshops, so that's what I did. Now, Fumiko, do we need to watch previous webinars, or is all the information repeated?
I think this one, just watch the new one. The reason is, like Bianca said too, I update my posts. I might add new information. So it's up to you. If you want to watch the old one, go for it. But I definitely add more new information to the new webinars. So I highly recommend watching this one first, and then you can probably go back. But sometimes the information is different because everything evolves. Okay.
Last question, and we're done. Pearl asked, when we submit our answers to the questions, are they due at midnight of that day, or is there another time that the homework will be due? So Pearl, I think we answered this question throughout the workshop. So there is no due date right now for all the assignments. We just recommend you do them by the time the module ends, so to speak. So the science module just got released today. On the 9th, we released the teaching module. So we highly recommend submitting your science assignment by the 8th, right? Because you will know that the next day we launch the new module. And the new module means a new assignment most of the times. Okay, so it's just to stay on track and not allow the assignments to pile up. Okay.
So the quick assignment is not for me to judge or to test you, okay? So for you, when you do assignment, that help you to build up your thinking and prepare your mind to teach. So that's why I asked you the third assignment, like identify your students, because if you want to teach one-on-one, you want to know the person, you want to visualize a person, or you might want to teach a big class, or how old, 40s, or probably even 20s, or 60 years age, I don't know. So that's why I really want to start asking you, so that by the time you finish, you experience pretty much in your mind what kind of students you want to have and where you want to teach and what kind of lifestyle the person will have, so that you can add information from the the lifestyle module. You can talk about the food, you can talk about diet or anything else. So that's the reason. So don't worry too much about assignment, okay? No deadline, and Bianca said that it's for you to help to create your foundation of the teaching based yoga method, okay? And I definitely enjoy reading that.
Yeah. And I can tell you from a marketing perspective, just knowing your avatar, building on what Fumiko said, just knowing your avatar is such a pivotal part in building an actual business behind it, right? So everything blends, right? So Fumiko wants you to know your avatar so you can relate to them, so you can understand them. I want you to know your avatar so you can actually market them, okay? So we all come from different angles, but the scope is the same at the end. Okay, I think this is pretty much it. Helen says, thank you for this wonderful workshop. So many questions were answered. Thank you. I have to go. Love you, Fumiko, Bianca, and your amazing team, TCC colleagues. I am thrilled to be on this journey with you. Love, love, love. Thank you, Helen. It was a pleasure having all of you here. We will have a replay up. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You have my email address. You have all of our email addresses. Support ticket, Facebook group. We are all over the place. You can't get rid of us. And yeah, that's it on my end. Fumiko, any parting words?
Okay, so thank you. I'm so excited and ready. And let's get this life-changing journey begin. And we started and enjoy this module I just gave you as a bonus, because that has a very juicy information. And I'll see you next week on 9th, right? Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.